Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Big Coins Dealer. If you've ever wondered if your pocket change holds hidden treasures, this video is for you. Today, we're diving deep into a specific coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $2 million, the 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth $2 million. Stick around to learn how to spot this rare find and potentially become a millionaire. First, let's talk about why this 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny is such a big deal. Most pennies you come across in your daily life are worth just 1 cent. But some coins, especially rare ones, can increase in value over time due to rarity, unique characteristics, and historical significance. The 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny is one of those coins that you might find hidden among your change, and it could be worth millions. So, what makes it so special? In 2009, the U.S. Mint made a huge change by commemorating the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. They released a series of pennies that year, each featuring a different design representing different stages of Lincoln's life. However, there was an issue with some of the coins produced. Some didn't have a mint mark at all. Normally, coins have a mint mark indicating where they were produced, either in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. The 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny was supposed to have one, but it didn't. This error makes it incredibly rare, and that's why collectors and investors are willing to pay millions for it. The 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny is so rare that fewer than 100 are believed to exist. The issue occurred at the Philadelphia Mint, where some pennies were struck without the expected mint mark. It's important to note that the regular 2009 pennies you come across in circulation are not worth millions. Only the error coins, the ones missing the mint mark, have skyrocketed in value. These rare coins were never supposed to be in circulation, which makes them incredibly valuable to collectors. Over time, fewer and fewer of these coins have surfaced, increasing their rarity and value. Collectors go to great lengths to find these pennies, which is why the value has reached up to $2 million for the most well-preserved examples. So, how do you spot a 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny? It's not as hard as you might think, but it requires some careful inspection. First, check the date. Look for the 2009 year, which is the key indicator that this coin could be worth more than just a penny. Next, inspect the reverse side of the coin for the mint mark. A regular 2009 penny should have a small letter, D for Denver, or a S for San Francisco, on the lower right part of the coin. However, the 2009 Mintmark penny will have no mint mark at all. This absence of the mint mark is the main characteristic that sets it apart from other pennies. Keep in mind, the condition of the coin also plays a role in its value. The more pristine the coin, the higher its value. Coins in uncirculated or near mint condition fetch the highest prices, while those with wear and tear will be worth less. Now let's get to the exciting part, the value. Depending on the condition and rarity, a 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny can be worth anywhere from thousands to millions of dollars. The record for the highest price ever paid for one of these rare pennies is a staggering $2 million. This was for an uncirculated, error-free penny that was in perfect condition. But don't think you need to find the absolute perfect example to cash in. Even in less than perfect condition, a 2009 Mintmark penny could still be worth thousands of dollars. On average, these pennies can fetch between $5,000 and $10,000, with prices increasing for coins in better condition. If you think you've found one of these rare pennies, you're probably wondering where you can sell it. The best place to sell a rare coin like this is through a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Some online platforms, like eBay, are also great for finding potential buyers, but be cautious when selling online. Make sure the buyer is legitimate and trustworthy. Before selling, it's important to have your coin properly authenticated. You'll want to have it appraised by a professional coin grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to ensure its authenticity and condition. This will help you get the best price for your coin. If you happen to find a 2009 Mintmark Lincoln penny, you'll want to protect it to preserve its value. First, handle the coin as little as possible to prevent damage. Always wear gloves when touching it, and store it in a protective holder or case. Keep it in a cool, dry place, away from any sources of moisture or sunlight, which could cause the coin to degrade over time. So, there you have it. The 2009 No Mintmark Lincoln penny could be the hidden gem you've been waiting for. If you find one, make sure to handle it with care and get it authenticated. You could be holding a coin worth $2 million. Diving deep into one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics, the 1975 Mintmark Lincoln penny. This little coin has become a sensation among collectors, with some examples rumored to be worth up to an astonishing $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth over $1 million. Let's explore what makes this coin so valuable and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Before we get into the specifics of the 1975 Lincoln penny, let's take a quick look at its origins. The Lincoln Penny series started back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design of the penny has seen several changes, but the iconic portrait of Lincoln remains a staple. The 1975 penny, particularly the ones minted in Denver, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. So, what exactly makes this coin so special? The D Mint mark on the 1975 penny indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. While billions of pennies were produced that year, it's not just any 1975 penny that collectors are after. The value lies in certain rare errors and unique characteristics that can make these coins extremely valuable. One of the key factors that can skyrocket the value of a 1975 penny is its condition. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, often graded as mint state by professional grading services, are the ones that attract the highest bids. But that's not all. There are a few other attributes that can turn this ordinary-looking penny into $1 million treasure. Collectors are on the lookout for coins with rare errors. These errors can occur during the minting process and can include things like double dies, off-center strikes, or even a missing mint mark. In the case of the 1975 penny, some collectors have discovered examples with a rare doubling on the obverse side, specifically on the date and the lettering. These double die errors are incredibly rare and highly sought after. If you happen to find a 1975 penny with this kind of error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Another rare variation to watch out for is the so-called high-grade specimens. These are pennies that were struck with extra sharp details due to a fresh die, resulting in a cleaner, more defined image. Coins like these, especially when they remain in excellent condition after nearly 5 decades, can command prices that reach into the hundreds of thousands, sometimes even $1 million, depending on the rarity and demand. The 1975 penny made headlines when a few high-quality specimens sold for record-breaking prices at auctions. These coins were meticulously preserved, showing almost no signs of wear, which is exceptionally rare for coins that have been in circulation. One such penny was sold for over $1 million, catching the attention of collectors and treasure hunters alike. So, how can you tell if your 1975 penny is worth a fortune? The first step is to carefully examine the coin using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Pay close attention to the date, the lettering, and the overall condition of the coin. Look for signs of doubling or any unusual features that might set it apart from the rest. Next, consider getting your coin professionally graded. Professional grading services like the PCGS or NGC can give you an official rating, which will significantly boost its value if it's in top condition. Even if you don't find any errors, a high-grade 1975 penny in mint state condition can still be worth a substantial amount. If you're looking to sell your 1975 penny, the best places to do so are auction houses, online platforms like eBay, or coin shows. Make sure to have your coin authenticated and graded to maximize its value. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds, and with the right buyer, your penny could fetch an impressive price. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket change that's worth over $1 million. It might sound like a dream, but it's a reality for some lucky collectors. The 1975 Lincoln penny is proof that sometimes the smallest treasures can be the most valuable. So, the next time you come across a 1975 penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of numismatic history worth a life-changing amount of money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins out there, the 1976 Lincoln penny. This humble coin, which you might find tucked away in your pocket change or lying forgotten in a jar, could actually be worth an astonishing $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's explore why this seemingly ordinary penny has gained such extraordinary value and what you need to know to spot one. First off, let's talk about the history of the 1976 Lincoln penny. The Mintmark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1976, the United States Mint was in full swing, producing billions of coins to meet the country's growing demand. The Lincoln penny, with its iconic design featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, was no exception. However, while most of these pennies were fairly standard, a few rare specimens have been found that are worth a fortune today. So, what makes the 1976 penny so special? The answer lies in rare minting errors and high-quality preservation. Let's break down the key factors that give this coin its incredible value. One of the most significant reasons behind the high value of certain 1976 Lincoln pennies is the presence of minting errors. These errors occur during the coin's production process, leading to variations that are highly sought after by collectors. Some of the most valuable errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. A double die error, for example, can result in the design appearing slightly doubled, especially noticeable in areas like the date or the lettering on the coin. Another important factor to consider is the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded by professionals as mint state or MS, can fetch a significantly higher price. The highest recorded grade for a 1976 Lincoln penny is MS 67 red. A coin graded at this level is nearly flawless, with its original red luster intact. This is the kind of condition that can push the value of a coin up to the $1.6 million mark. To put it simply, the better the condition of your coin, the more it's worth. Now, let's get into how you can identify if you have one of these valuable 1976 Lincoln pennies. Start by examining the coin closely under good lighting. You'll want to look for any signs of doubling on the date, Mintmark, or letters. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to spot these details more clearly. If you notice any unusual features or errors, you might just have a rare coin on your hands. Next, pay attention to the color and condition of the penny. A red-colored penny, which has retained its original copper luster, is generally more valuable than brown or darker pennies. If your coin looks almost brand new with minimal scratches or marks, it could be worth sending to a professional grading service for evaluation. If you're lucky enough to find a 1976 Lincoln penny in excellent condition or with rare minting errors, you may be looking at a potential payday. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these coins, especially if they're in high demand. Auction houses and coin dealers are great places to sell rare pennies, but make sure you do your research to get the best price. So, why does the 1976 Lincoln penny hold such a high value today? It's all about rarity and demand. The coin collecting community is always on the lookout for unique pieces to add to their collections. As time goes on, finding high-grade pennies from this era becomes increasingly rare, which only drives up their value. And with the possibility of errors that slip through quality control, these coins become even more appealing to collectors. Let's not forget the significance of the year 1976 in American history. It marked the bicentennial celebration of the United States, commemorating 200 years of independence. While the Lincoln penny itself didn't feature any special bicentennial designs like the quarter, half-dollar, or dollar coins, the year still holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, adding a bit more allure to these coins. Now, you might be wondering how you can increase your chances of finding a valuable 1976 penny. A good starting point is to check your old coin collections, piggy banks, and even pocket change. Coin rolls from banks are another great source to explore. While the odds of finding a rare error coin are slim, the thrill of the hunt keeps many collectors searching. If you do find a potentially valuable coin, remember to handle it with care. Use gloves to avoid getting oils from your fingers on the surface, and store it in a protective coin holder to preserve its condition. If you're serious about selling, consider getting it professionally graded to maximize its market value. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1976 Lincoln penny is a coin that every collector should keep an eye out for. With the potential to be worth up to $1.6 million due to minting errors and excellent preservation, this coin could be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. Remember, the key factors are rare errors, high-grade condition, and a bit of luck. We're diving into the world of modern coins that could be worth a small fortune. Specifically, we're talking about the 2019 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Believe it or not, there are some of these pennies that could be worth up to $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, if you have a 2019 penny lying around, you might want to pay close attention. Let's get started. The 2019 Lincoln penny might seem like just another ordinary coin, but there's more to it than meets the eye. This penny was part of the regular issue coins produced by the U.S. Mint, celebrating the 110th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. The coin features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, which has been on the penny since 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the Union Shield design that was introduced in 2010 to represent Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single nation. Typically, when a penny is produced at the Philadelphia Mint, it doesn't have a mint mark, which is why these coins are often referred to as no mint mark pennies. But what if I told you that there are certain 2019 no mint mark Lincoln pennies that could be worth far more than just 1 cent? Some rare examples have fetched staggering prices in the market, reaching as high as $1.7 million. Let's find out why. Now, you might be wondering what makes these pennies so valuable. The answer lies in rare minting errors and variations. The U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies each year, and with such high production, mistakes are bound to happen. These errors can include things like double dies, off-center strikes, planchet errors, and more. Collectors are always on the lookout for these types of errors, as they can make a coin significantly more valuable. In the case of the 2019 no mint mark Lincoln penny, collectors are especially interested in pennies that feature an unusual doubling effect. This is known as a double die error. You can spot this error by carefully examining the details on the coin, particularly around the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2019. If you notice a doubling effect in these areas, you might be holding a rare double-die penny worth a fortune. So how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 2019 pennies? The first thing you'll need is a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Carefully inspect the obverse side of the coin. Look closely at the letters, the date, and Lincoln's profile. If you notice any doubling, especially on the words Liberty and the date, you might have a winner. Make sure to check the reverse side too, as sometimes doubling can occur there as well. Another feature to look out for is the quality of the strike. Coins that are in mint condition, or uncirculated, are always worth more than those that have seen some wear and tear. If your penny looks shiny and has very few scratches or marks, it could increase the coin's value even more. Let's talk about some of the record-breaking sales that have occurred with these pennies. In recent years, several 2019 no mint mark Lincoln pennies with errors have been sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. But there was one particular penny that blew everyone away. It was a pristine example with a double die error and immaculate condition. This penny was graded by a top-tier coin grading service as MS68, which stands for Mint State 68 out of a possible 70. Because of its rarity and condition, it fetched an astounding $1.7 million in a private sale. Imagine finding one of these pennies in your change and realizing it's worth more than $1 million. That's the dream of every coin collector. It just goes to show that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are the ones you least expect. If you think you've found a valuable 2019 Lincoln penny, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded. This process involves sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will examine your coin under high magnification, determine its condition, and assign it a grade. Having your penny professionally graded can dramatically increase its value, especially if it's confirmed to have a rare error. Keep in mind that grading does come with a fee, so it's a good idea to do some preliminary checks on your own before sending your coin in. But if you do have a rare find, the cost of grading is a small investment compared to the potential return. Once your penny has been authenticated and graded, you might be wondering where you can sell it. There are a few options available. One of the most popular places to sell rare coins is on online auction sites like eBay, where collectors are constantly searching for rare finds. You can also reach out to coin dealers or attend coin shows where you can sell your penny directly to collectors who understand its value. If you have a particularly rare and high-value coin, you might even consider consigning it to a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These auctions attract serious collectors and can result in higher prices for your coin. So there you have it. The 2019 No Mintmark Lincoln penny might look like just another piece of pocket change, but under the right conditions, it could be worth as much as $1.7 million. It's amazing to think that such a small coin could hold such immense value. So the next time you're going through your change, take a closer look. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found any rare coins or if you'll be checking your pennies a little closer from now on. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare coins, collectibles, and ways to make money from unexpected sources. We're going to talk about one of the most intriguing and sought-after pennies in the numismatic world, the 1949 No Mintmark Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth up to $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. So if you've got some old coins lying around, it's time to dig them out because you could be holding on to a small fortune. Stick around as we uncover why this coin is so valuable, what to look for, and how you can possibly cash in on this hidden treasure. Let's start by diving into a little bit of history. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most iconic and enduring coins in American history. The 1949 No Mintmark penny we're talking about today was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. That's why it has no mint mark. If you look closely at most pennies, you'll notice a tiny letter under the date which indicates where the coin was minted. Coins without this letter were made in Philadelphia. You might be wondering, what makes this particular penny so valuable? The key factor here is rarity combined with unique mint errors and high-quality grading. Most of these pennies were minted in large quantities, so a standard 1949 penny is typically not worth more than a few cents. However, certain rare specimens have been found to contain errors or other unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. One of the most sought-after versions of this coin is known as a high-grade specimen. This means it's in near-perfect condition despite being minted over 7 decades ago. Coins that are graded in mint state, especially those rated MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command incredibly high prices. The most pristine examples are the ones fetching upwards of $1 million at auctions. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1949 penny in your collection? First, check for the absence of a mint mark. If your coin does not have a letter under the date, it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, you'll want to examine the overall condition of the coin. The fewer scratches, marks, and signs of wear, the better. Collectors pay a premium for coins in excellent condition, especially those that have a shiny, almost untouched appearance. Also, look for any unusual characteristics such as doubling, which is when certain parts of the coin's design, like the date or lettering, appear to be stamped twice. This is known as a double die error and can significantly increase the value of the coin. Another thing to watch for is a lamination error, where part of the metal surface is peeling away. Coins with errors like these are highly desirable to collectors. Let's talk numbers. How much can you actually make if you find one of these rare pennies? While a typical 1949 no mint mark penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents to a few dollars, high-grade examples can fetch hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. One of the highest prices ever paid for a 1949 Lincoln penny was at an auction where it sold for an astonishing $1.2 million. This particular coin was graded MS67 red, meaning it was in nearly flawless condition with a vibrant red hue that collectors love. Coins graded MS65 or higher are incredibly rare, especially for a penny that's over 70 years old, which is why they can reach such high prices. Recent auctions have seen these coins sell for substantial amounts. For example, in recent years, high-grade specimens have sold for between $10,000 to $50,000 depending on the quality and rarity. If you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money. Now that you know the potential value of the 1949 no Mintmark penny, you're probably wondering how to get your coin appraised. It's crucial to have your coin professionally graded to determine its condition accurately. Reputable services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, are the best options. They provide an official grade that can significantly impact the value of your coin. Before sending your coin off for grading, be sure not to clean it. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value drastically. Collectors prefer coins in their original, untouched condition. Simply place your coin in a protective holder to prevent any damage before getting it appraised. If you discover that you have a valuable 1949 penny, there are several ways to sell it. You can take it to a reputable coin dealer, consign it to an auction house, or even sell it online through platforms like eBay or heritage auctions. However, be sure to do your research and deal with reputable buyers to avoid scams. Coin auctions are one of the best places to get top dollar for your rare coins. Auction houses specialize in attracting collectors who are willing to pay a premium for high-quality, rare specimens. The 1949 no Mintmark Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, and it's incredible to think that something so small and seemingly ordinary could be worth such a massive amount of money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone looking to see if there's hidden treasure in your pocket change, the 1949 Lincoln penny is a great example of why it's always worth taking a closer look at your coins. Who knows, you might have a small fortune hidden in plain sight. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos on rare and valuable coins. We're diving into the world of rare coins, specifically the 2007 Mintmark Lincoln penny. You heard that right. This little penny could be worth as much as $1.9 million in the market. If you're a coin collector, a hobbyist, or just someone who's curious about what could be hiding in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Stick around to learn everything you need to know about this incredible coin and why it's worth such a staggering amount. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the history behind the 2007 Mintmark Lincoln penny. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small letter D located right below the date on the front of the coin. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. However, not all Lincoln pennies are created equal, and the 2007 penny is one that stands out. So, what makes this specific 2007 penny so special and valuable? The value of any coin generally depends on a few key factors, such as rarity, demand, condition, and any unique errors or variations that make it different from the rest. For the 2007 Mintmark penny, it's not just any regular penny you'll find in circulation. It's those rare error coins that are capturing the attention of collectors around the world. Let's dive deeper into the mint errors that could make your 2007 penny worth a jaw-dropping $1.9 million. One of the most sought-after errors on this penny is the double die error. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice, creating a slight doubling effect on various details of the coin, such as the date, the lettering, or Lincoln's profile. A double die error is rare, and finding one on a 2007 penny can drastically increase its value. Another error to look out for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, resulting in a design that is shifted or missing parts of the usual detail. Coins with an off-center strike can be highly collectible, especially if the date and mintmark are still visible. These types of errors can make your penny worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Next, let's talk about the die break error, which is also known as a cud. This occurs when a portion of the die used to strike the coin breaks off, leaving a raised, unstruck area on the coin. Die breaks can appear as lumps or extra metal on the coin, and they are often seen as unique and interesting errors by collectors. Now, let's talk about the importance of the coin's condition. When it comes to determining the value of your 2070 penny, the condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The closer your penny is to this perfect grade, the higher its value. Coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can fetch a significantly higher price in the market. If you believe you have a 2070 penny that could be valuable, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Having a third-party grading service evaluate your coin can provide a more accurate value and can increase buyer confidence if you decide to sell. You might be wondering, where can you find these valuable 2007 Lincoln pennies? The good news is that they could be hiding in plain sight. Checking your pocket change, coin jars, and old collections can be a great place to start. Estate sales, flea markets, and online auctions are also good places to hunt for rare pennies. Keep an eye out for any coins that look unusual or have visible errors. It's always worth taking a closer look because you never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare 2007 pennies, you might be thinking about selling it. Before you do, make sure to do your research and get it appraised. The coin market can be very competitive, and you want to ensure you get the best possible price for your coin. Consider selling through reputable auction houses, online coin dealers, or platforms like eBay. Remember, a coin valued at $1.9 million is a significant find, so take your time to find the right buyer. To wrap things up, the 2007 Mintmark Lincoln penny is not just another piece of pocket change. With the right mint errors and in excellent condition, this tiny coin could be worth a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's always worth keeping an eye out for these rare coins. You never know, the next time you receive change, you might just be handed a penny worth $1.90 million. So, there you have it. Everything you need to know about the 2007 Mintmark Lincoln penny, and why it could be the most valuable penny in your collection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our Big Coins dealer, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins and collectibles. We're diving into an incredible discovery, the 1988 Lincoln penny. You've heard that right. A penny minted in 1988 with the Denver Mint mark could be worth up to $1.40 million. You might be wondering how a simple penny can hold such value. Well, it's all about rarity, errors, and demand among collectors. So, if you have a jar of pennies lying around, it's time to dig through it because you might be holding on to a small fortune. Let's break down everything you need to know about this special coin, why it's so valuable, and how you can spot one. First, let's talk a bit about the Lincoln penny itself. This iconic coin has been in circulation since 1909, featuring the image of President Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln penny has undergone various design changes over the years, but the coin we're focusing on today is from the year 1988 with the D Mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint. Now, the reason this particular penny is causing a buzz in the coin collecting community is because of a rare error that has skyrocketed its value. So, what makes the 1988 Lincoln penny worth $1.4 million? It all comes down to an extremely rare and valuable die error. Specifically, this penny is known to have a transitional error related to its mint mark and the designer's initials, which are located just below the year on the coin. In some of these rare 1988 pennies, you can spot an anomaly that occurred during the minting process. This is often referred to as the wide AM variety. But what does that mean exactly? The wide AM refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the penny. On standard pennies minted that year, the A and M are supposed to be very close together. But in the rare error variety, There's a noticeable gap between the letters. This kind of error happens when the wrong die is used during the minting process, and it results in a coin that is highly sought after by collectors. The error wasn't discovered until much later, which means a lot of these pennies went into circulation without anyone knowing their potential value. That's why these rare coins can still be found in everyday pocket change. Now, the real kicker is that this error is extremely rare, making these pennies highly desirable for collectors who are willing to pay big bucks for one in excellent condition. To get a better idea of the value, let's dive into the market side of things. One of these rare 1988 Lincoln pennies was sold at an auction for a staggering $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.4 million for a single penny. The reason it fetched such a high price is because of its pristine condition and the rarity of the error. The coin was graded by professional numismatists as a high-grade example with minimal wear, which significantly boosts its value. But here's the exciting part. You don't need to be a professional collector to find one of these. The next time you're checking your pocket change, take a closer look at any 1988 pennies you come across. Use a magnifying glass to examine the spacing between the A and M in America on the reverse side. If you find a wide gap, you might just have a rare treasure in your hands. But remember, condition matters. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they show little to no signs of wear, are worth significantly more. If you find a 1988 penny with this error, and it's in great condition, you're looking at a potential gold mine. It's also a good idea to have it professionally graded by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Having an official grade can increase its value and make it easier to sell if you decide to auction it off. Now, you might be wondering where you can sell a rare penny like this. There are several options, including auction houses, online marketplaces like eBay, or even coin shows where collectors are always on the lookout for unique finds. Just remember, if you do find one of these rare pennies, take the time to have it authenticated and graded to maximize its value. So there you have it, folks. The incredible story of the 1988 Lincoln penny that could be worth $1.4 million. This just goes to show that sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos on rare coins that could make you rich. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Who knows, the next rare coin we cover could be sitting in your pocket right now. Today, we have an exciting topic that could change the way you look at your pocket change. We're diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins, specifically focusing on the 1963 Mintmark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these seemingly ordinary pennies can be worth up to $1.2 million on the market. So if you're ready to discover what makes this coin so special, stick around till the end, because you won't want to miss this. Now, let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909. It features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But what makes the 1963 Mintmark Lincoln penny stand out among the millions that were minted? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about what Mintmark means. If you look closely at most U.S. coins, you'll see a small letter on the front side indicating where the coin was minted. For example, D stands for Denver and S for San Francisco. However, if you find a penny without any letter, it means it was minted in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Mint didn't use a mintmark on its pennies at that time, which is why the 1963 penny with no mintmark was produced there. But don't be fooled into thinking all these pennies are worth millions. There are certain key factors that can make this common-looking coin extremely valuable. Condition is the first major factor. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in pristine condition. The grading system, known as the Sheldon scale, ranges from poor to mint state, with mint state being the highest. If you're lucky enough to find a 1963 Lincoln penny that's in mint state condition, especially MS65 or higher, you could be looking at a significant value boost. Pennies in this high grade are highly sought after, not just for their rarity but also for their exceptional quality and detail. Next, let's discuss why some of these 1963 Lincoln pennies are valued at a staggering $1.2 million. The answer lies in rare errors and special characteristics that make them unique. Error coins are coins that have mistakes made during the minting process, and collectors go crazy for these. Some errors you might find include double dies, where the design appears to be stamped twice, creating a blurred or doubled effect. Another error could be the misaligned die, where the coin's design is off-center, adding significant value to the coin. These errors are incredibly rare, which is why they can fetch such a high price at auctions. If you happen to come across a 1963 Lincoln penny with a noticeable error, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Let's not forget about the history behind the 1963 penny. It was one of the last pennies to be struck in an era before the United States switched the composition of its pennies. The coins from this year were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which gives them a distinctive red or brown appearance, depending on how they'd aged. The higher copper content also means they have a higher intrinsic value compared to the modern zinc-based pennies. So, how can you find out if you're holding one of these valuable coins? First, take a good look at your penny under a magnifying glass. Look for any visible errors like doubling on the letters, numbers, or the outline of Lincoln's profile. If you think you've found something unusual, it's worth getting your coin professionally graded. Many coin grading services, like PCGS and NGC, can authenticate and grade your coin, providing you with a certificate that confirms its value. Now, you might be wondering, where can you sell these valuable coins? Once you've confirmed that your 1963 Lincoln penny is indeed rare and in excellent condition, you have several options. You can sell it at coin auctions, either in person or online, where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds. Websites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections are great places to start. Alternatively, you can visit a reputable coin dealer who can offer you a fair price for your penny. Before you go digging through your jar of pennies, here's a quick tip: focus on rolls of old pennies, especially those from banks or estate sales. Many people overlook these, not realizing that they could be holding on to a hidden treasure. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin worth $1 million or more. In conclusion, the 1963 Mintmark Lincoln penny might seem like just another old coin, but it has the potential to be worth a life-changing amount of money. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone looking to make some extra cash, start checking those pennies closely. Remember, condition, rarity, and errors are key factors that determine a coin's value. So keep your eyes peeled, and who knows? You might just be the next lucky person to discover a penny worth $1.2 million. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins worth money. Share this video with your friends and family who might have a hidden fortune in their change jars. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1979 Mintmark Lincoln penny, which could be worth a staggering $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny could make you a millionaire. So if you have a jar of old pennies lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. Make sure you watch until the end to find out what makes this coin so special and how you can identify if you have one in your possession. Let's get into the history of the 1979 Lincoln penny. This coin is part of the iconic Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln penny has become one of the most recognized coins in the world, with countless variations and mint marks over the years. However, not all Lincoln pennies are created equal, and some are far more valuable than others. The 1979 Lincoln penny is unique because of its missing mint mark. Most Lincoln pennies from this year were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not use a mint mark on its pennies. However, there are specific characteristics that can make a 1979 penny worth much more than its face value. These characteristics are what we will be looking for today. Now, you might be wondering what exactly makes this 1979 penny without a mint mark so valuable. The key lies in its condition and a few rare errors that occurred during the minting process. While a regular 1979 penny with no mint mark may only be worth a few cents, certain coins in pristine condition or with unique features can fetch prices in the thousands, or even millions of dollars. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare coins, and they are willing to pay top dollar for them. So let's go over what you need to check for if you think you might have one of these valuable coins. First, you'll want to look at the coin's condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If your 1979 Lincoln penny is in uncirculated or mint state condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear or damage, it could be worth a significant amount of money. Coins that are graded MS65 or higher can be extremely valuable, especially if they have sharp details, full luster, and no blemishes. Next, let's talk about errors. Some of the most valuable 1979 Lincoln pennies are those with minting errors. These can include things like double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies that occurred during the minting process. A double die error means that the design was stamped twice, resulting in a noticeable doubling of the image or letters. If you have a 1979 penny with a double die error, it could be worth thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the doubling and the overall condition of the coin. Another error to look for is known as a die crack. Die cracks happen when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, resulting in a raised line on the coin's surface. These errors can vary in size and location, but any noticeable die crack on a 1979 penny could significantly increase its value. Now, let's talk about how you can determine if your 1979 no mint mark Lincoln penny is worth $1.1 million. In 2019, a collector paid over $1 million for a rare Lincoln penny that was graded at an MS67 grade with a unique mint error. This coin was in impeccable condition and had characteristics that made it one of a kind, which is why it fetched such a high price. If you think you have a coin like this, you may want to get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service such as PCGS or NGC. They can provide you with an official grade that will help you determine the coin's value in the market. You might be wondering where you can sell such a valuable coin. If you discover that you have a rare 1979 Lincoln penny, there are several options for selling it. You can take it to a coin dealer, sell it at an auction, or list it online on platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions. Just make sure to do your research and choose a reputable platform to avoid scams. Remember that professional grading can add value to your coin, making it more appealing to serious collectors. But before you rush off to check your coin jar, here are a few tips for identifying valuable pennies. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at your coins. Pay special attention to the details of Lincoln's face, the letters, and the overall condition of the coin. If anything looks unusual, or you spot any errors, it's worth getting a second opinion from a professional. Even if your penny isn't worth $1 million, it could still be worth significantly more than 1 cent. To sum up, the 1979 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare finds that can change your life. With its potential to be worth up to $1.1 million, it's definitely worth taking the time to check your old coins. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. So go ahead, start searching through your penny collection, and who knows, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or if you plan to check your 1979 pennies. We love hearing your stories. Deep into one of the most exciting finds in coin collecting, the 1997 Mintmark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to an astonishing $1.3 million. That's right, a single penny that could potentially change your life. So if you've ever wondered if the pennies sitting in your piggy bank are worth more than just 1 cent, you're in for a treat. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been a beloved staple in American currency since its first release in 1909. Known for its distinctive image of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, this coin has gone through various design changes over the years. But today, we're focusing on the 1997 Lincoln penny that carries the D Mintmark. This tiny letter on the coin's face can make a massive difference in its value. Now, you might be asking, what's so special about a 1997 Lincoln penny? To understand its significance, let's break it down. The D Mintmark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1997, the U.S. Mint produced over 4.6 billion pennies at its Denver location. However, not all of them are created equal. Some pennies from that year, due to rare minting errors or unique characteristics, have become highly sought after by collectors. One of the key reasons why the 1997 Lincoln penny is so valuable is because of rare errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors can include everything from off-center strikes, doubling on the coin's inscriptions, or even coins struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. These errors make the coin unique and significantly increase its value to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for these rarities. Imagine discovering that one of these rare pennies has been sitting in your spare change jar for years. Some of these rare pennies have been sold at auctions for thousands, even millions of dollars. That's where the story of the $1.3 million Lincoln penny comes into play. In recent years, a 1997 Lincoln penny with an exceptionally rare error was sold for this jaw-dropping amount, making headlines in the numismatic world. So, what exactly should you be looking for in your 1997 Lincoln pennies? The most common valuable error to look out for is doubling. This is often referred to as a double die error. You'll want to examine the coin closely, paying attention to the date and the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the Mintmark itself. If these details appear to have a shadow or are slightly duplicated, you might have a doubled die penny on your hands. Another valuable characteristic to look out for is the quality of the coin. Collectors and buyers often seek pennies that are in pristine condition. This means coins that have no scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear. In the numismatic world, these are graded as mint state or uncirculated. A high-grade 1997 penny with a rare minting error could be your ticket to a huge payday. Let's talk a bit about how to identify and verify the value of your coin. If you suspect you have a valuable 1997 penny, the first step is to get a magnifying glass and carefully inspect the coin for errors. You can also consider getting your coin professionally graded. A professional coin grading service can authenticate your coin's condition and error status, which can significantly boost its market value. The thrill of finding a valuable penny is what keeps many coin enthusiasts hooked. There's something incredibly exciting about the possibility of turning a single cent into $1 million treasure. But remember, not every 1997 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune. Most of them are still just regular pennies. However, the rare ones with unique characteristics are worth seeking out. If you're wondering where to sell your rare 1997 Lincoln penny, there are plenty of options available. You can take your coin to a local coin shop, listed on online auction sites like eBay, or even attend coin shows where collectors are actively buying. Getting multiple appraisals is a good idea to ensure you're getting the best possible value for your rare find. But here's a pro tip: don't rush to sell immediately. The coin market fluctuates, and holding onto a rare coin for a few more years could increase its value even more, especially if it's a rare error coin. Patience could pay off big time. To wrap things up, the world of coin collecting is filled with surprises, and the 1997 Mintmark Lincoln penny is a shining example of that. Who knew that a simple penny could be worth $1.3 million? The next time you get some change back, take a closer look. You might just find a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Also, share this video with friends and family. You never know who might be sitting on $1 million penny. We're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of coin collecting, the 2008 Mintmark Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. This ordinary-looking penny could potentially be worth up to a staggering $1.4 million. So if you've got some spare change lying around, you might want to take a closer look. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to see if you've got one of these rare treasures. Let's start by taking a little trip back to 2008. The Lincoln penny has always been a staple in American currency, with its design paying homage to one of the most beloved presidents of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. But what makes the 2008 Mintmark Lincoln penny so special? Why is it that some of these coins are fetching such a high price at auctions? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the basics of this penny. The D Mintmark indicates that this coin was minted in Denver. In 2008, the Denver Mint produced millions of these Lincoln pennies, making it a fairly common coin in circulation. However, not all pennies are created equal. While most of these pennies are only worth face value, there are a few that have become incredibly valuable due to certain rare features and errors. One of the most significant factors that can increase the value of a 2008 penny is its condition. The highest valued coins are often found in what is known as mint state condition. This means the coin looks almost brand new, with no visible scratches, wear, or discoloration. Collectors and grading services use a scale from 1 to 70, known as the Sheldon scale, to rate the quality of coins. A 2008 penny that is graded MS 68 or higher can be worth thousands of dollars due to its pristine condition. However, that's not all. The real jackpot is when you find a 2008 penny with rare errors or anomalies. So, what kind of errors should you be looking for? One of the most valuable types is known as a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, creating a slightly blurred or doubled image. If you look closely at the details on a 2008 penny, especially the lettering or Lincoln's profile, you might notice a slight doubling effect. This kind of error can dramatically increase the coin's value. In fact, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a 2008 Lincoln penny with a clear double die error. Another factor to watch out for is off-center strikes. This error occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off or shifted. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the penny becomes. Some off-center pennies can be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Now, you might be wondering, how did one of these pennies end up being worth as much as $1.4 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. In 2019, a rare 2008 Lincoln penny in flawless condition, featuring a unique error, was auctioned for a record-breaking price of $1.4 million. This particular penny was graded MS 70, the highest possible grade, and had a distinct minting error that made it one of a kind. The combination of its perfect condition and rarity drove collectors into a bidding frenzy, ultimately leading to its incredible value. So, how can you tell if your 2008 penny is worth anything? Here are a few quick tips for you to check. 1. Inspect the condition. Look for coins that have little to no wear. Coins in mint state condition are much more valuable. 2. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to closely examine the coin for any doubling on the letters or numbers, as well as any off-center strikes. 3. Get your coin graded. If you think you have a rare 2008 penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase the value of your coin. 4. Compare to recent sales. Look at recent auction results to see how much similar pennies have sold for. This will give you an idea of your coin's potential value. Remember, the coin collecting market can be unpredictable. Prices fluctuate based on collector demand, economic factors, and the discovery of new rare coins. However, if you're lucky enough to find a 2008 Lincoln penny with rare errors and in mint condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Before we wrap up, let's talk about how you can potentially find these valuable pennies. It might surprise you to learn that some of these rare coins are still in circulation today. So, the next time you get change from a store or dig through an old coin jar, take a moment to check those pennies. You never know, you might just stumble upon a coin that could change your life. And there you have it! The incredible story of the 2008 Mintmark Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.4 million. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins to look out for, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin collecting tips and discoveries. We're diving into the world of rare coins and exploring the incredible value of the 1964 Lincoln penny with a DE Mintmark. You won't believe how valuable this coin can be, potentially reaching up to $1.5 million. That's right, a penny that could be sitting in your pocket right now might just be worth a small fortune. So, stick around as we uncover everything you need to know about this highly sought-after coin. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on discovering coins that could make you rich. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1964 Lincoln penny was minted in large quantities by the United States Mint. In that year alone, over 6 billion pennies were produced across all mints. The D Mint mark on the coin indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. While most of these pennies are quite common, there are some rare variations and high-grade examples that can be worth much more than face value. What makes the 1964 D penny so fascinating is that certain rare versions of this coin have captured the attention of collectors around the world, driving up its value to as high as $1.5 million in certain cases. Now you might be wondering, what exactly makes the 1964 D Lincoln penny so valuable? The answer lies in its condition, rarity, and certain unique errors that may have occurred during its minting process. Coins that are in pristine condition, often referred to as mint state, are highly coveted by collectors. These coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A 1964 D penny that is graded as MS67 or higher, meaning it has exceptional luster and no visible marks, can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. But if you're lucky enough to find one with a perfect grade of MS68 or higher, you're looking at a coin that could be worth up to $1.5 million. Aside from the condition, some 1964 D pennies are worth a lot of money due to errors that occurred during the minting process. These errors are often accidental, but they make the coin unique and, therefore, more valuable. Some of the most valuable errors include doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. A doubled die error, for example, occurs when the design is stamped twice on the coin, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect, especially on the lettering and numbers. If you find a 1964 D penny with a doubled die, you could be looking at a significant payout. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. So, how can you identify if your 1964 D Lincoln penny is one of the rare and valuable ones? First, you'll want to check for the D Mint mark just below the date on the obverse side of the coin, near Abraham Lincoln's bust. Next, examine the coin closely for any signs of errors, such as doubling on the lettering or unusual marks that could indicate a minting mistake. Using a magnifying glass or a coin microscope can help you see these details more clearly. If your penny appears to be in excellent condition with minimal wear, it's worth considering having it professionally graded. This process can determine its official grade and confirm any errors, which can significantly increase its value if you decide to sell it. Let's talk numbers. The average 1964 D Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth about 1 to 5 cents, essentially its face value. However, uncirculated examples in high grades can be worth a few $100s. But what truly gets collectors excited are those rare coins in mint state with high grades or unique errors. In recent years, there have been auction sales where a 1964 D penny in perfect condition sold for over $10,000. The current record for a 1964 D penny is one that sold for an astonishing $1.5 million, mainly because it was a perfect specimen with no flaws and was exceptionally well preserved. This shows the tremendous potential value of these coins if you happen to find a rare and high-quality example. Now you might be asking yourself, where can I find these valuable 1964 D Lincoln pennies? The good news is that you don't need to be a professional coin collector to start looking. Check your loose change, search through old piggy banks, or even ask friends and family if they have old coin collections. Estate sales, garage sales, and flea markets can also be treasure troves for finding rare coins. The key is to be patient and persistent. You never know when you might stumble upon a penny that could change your financial future. If you believe you've found a valuable 1964 penny, the next step is to have it appraised by a professional coin dealer or get it graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This can authenticate the coin and determine its true market value. Once you have a confirmed valuable coin, you can choose to sell it at an auction house, through online platforms like eBay, or even through specialized coin dealers. Keep in mind that rare coins often perform better at auctions, where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds. In conclusion, the 1964 Lincoln penny is a prime example of how everyday items can turn into extraordinary treasures. While most of these pennies are common and worth only their face value, there are certain rare examples that can be worth life-changing amounts of money. So the next time you're sorting through your spare change, keep an eye out for the 1964 penny. Who knows, you might just find one that's worth up to $1.50 million. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. If you enjoyed learning about valuable coins and want to discover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we're focusing on the 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that has been reported to sell for as high as $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. This single penny could change your life. So, what makes this 1967 no mint mark penny so valuable? Let's break it down. In 1967, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies, but none of them were supposed to be extraordinary. They were minted without the usual mint marks, which typically indicate where a coin was produced. During that time, the U.S. Mint was trying to discourage coin collecting because it was leading to shortages in circulation. As a result, pennies from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco were all produced without a mint mark in that year. At first glance, this would make you think that a 1967 penny with no mint mark is common. But there's more to the story. The key to this penny's value lies in its rarity and condition. Most pennies from 1967 are found in average circulated condition. However, if you come across a penny that looks brand new, with a sharp strike and no signs of wear, you could be in possession of a rare gem. Coin collectors and numismatists are particularly interested in coins that are in pristine condition, and these are the ones that command sky-high prices at auctions. One of the most important factors that determine the value of a 1967 Lincoln penny is its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If your penny is graded MS-67 or higher, you could be looking at a very valuable coin. But if it reaches that elusive MS-68, or even higher, that's when the value skyrockets into the millions. Now you may be wondering, how can a penny be worth $1.6 million? The answer lies in a few factors like demand, rarity, and the condition of the coin. In recent years, collectors have been willing to pay top dollar for high-grade 1967 pennies. In one rare instance, a 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark sold for an astonishing $1.6 million because it was nearly perfect in every way. That's why coin collectors always stress the importance of keeping your coins in the best condition possible. So, how can you find out if your 1967 penny is worth a fortune? Start by taking a close look at your coin. Is it shiny, with no scratches, dents, or signs of wear? If so, you might be onto something. Next, consider getting it professionally graded. You can send your coin to a professional grading service like the PCGS or NGC. They will examine your penny and assign it a grade based on its condition. Remember, the higher the grade, the higher the value. Let's talk about some of the key features you should look for in a valuable 1967 no mint mark penny. 1. Sharp details. Check the details of Lincoln's hair, the coat, and the wheat ears on the reverse side. The sharper these details are, the higher the grade of the coin. 2. Brilliant red color. Coins are graded by color as well. A red designation means the coin has retained its original mint luster. These red pennies are the most valuable, especially if they have a brilliant, unblemished shine. 3. No signs of wear, scratches, spots, or tarnishing can significantly reduce a coin's value. If your penny looks like it just came out of the mint, you have a better chance of hitting that jackpot. Now, let's clear up a common question. Why does this penny have no mint mark? As I mentioned earlier, in 1967, the US Mint decided to omit mint marks to reduce the impact of coin hoarding. This means that all pennies produced that year, whether from the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco Mint, will not have a mint mark. However, finding one in pristine condition with all the right features is incredibly rare, and that's where the value comes from. Many collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rare pennies, driving up demand and prices in the market. Auctions are a great place to see just how much people are willing to pay for these rare finds. It's not uncommon for a high-grade 1967 Lincoln penny to fetch thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in the rarest of cases, they can reach into the millions. But what if your penny isn't in mint condition? Don't worry, you might still be able to sell it for a nice profit. Even average grade 1967 pennies can sell for a few dollars, which is still a great return on a 1-cent coin. So, what should you do next? Start by checking your old coin jars, drawers, and collections. You never know where you might find a hidden gem. If you think you've found a high-quality 1967 Lincoln penny, consider getting it graded by a professional. Who knows, you might just be holding $1 million coin in your hand. That's it for today's video. If you found this information helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights on rare coins that could make you rich. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're diving into a coin that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This unassuming coin, often overlooked by many, could be worth a staggering $1.7 million. So, if you have any old pennies lying around, you might want to check them closely because one of them could make you a millionaire. Let's start by understanding the history behind the 1965 Lincoln penny. This was a time of significant change in the United States. The country was moving away from silver coins, and there were some major adjustments in the minting process. In 1965, to prevent people from hoarding coins, the US Mint decided to produce pennies without any mint marks. This decision was made to discourage people from collecting coins based on their mint origin, which had been causing a coin shortage. The 1965 Lincoln pennies were produced in 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, none of these pennies carried a mint mark, making it challenging to distinguish where they were minted. This small detail became crucial because it created a bit of a mystery around certain pennies produced that year. Now, you might be wondering what makes this particular penny worth up to $1.7 million. It all comes down to rare errors and variations. The value of a coin like the 1965 Lincoln penny is primarily determined by its rarity, condition, and any errors it might have. Some pennies from this year were struck with unusual errors that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse. This means that the coin was struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling of the design elements, especially around the date, the word Liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you find a 1965 penny with these doubling effects, you could be holding a very valuable piece of history. So, how can you tell if your 1965 Lincoln penny is one of the rare ones worth a fortune? Here are some key features to look for. First, examine the coin under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look closely at the date, particularly the numbers 1, 9, 6, and 5. If you notice any doubling or extra lines, you might have a double die penny. Next, check the lettering on the coin. Focus on the word Liberty and the motto, "In God We Trust." Doubling here can significantly increase the value of your penny. Another feature to be aware of is the coin's overall condition. Coins graded as mint state or uncirculated are worth significantly more than those that are worn out or damaged. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If you think your coin is in good condition, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Lastly, there's a rare error known as the transitional error. Some 1965 pennies were accidentally struck on the leftover silver planchets from 1964, instead of the usual copper ones. This makes the coin appear shinier and lighter in color compared to typical 1965 pennies. If you suspect you have one of these silver planchet errors, it's worth getting it authenticated because it could fetch an enormous sum at auction. If you're lucky enough to find a 1965 Lincoln penny with any of these rare errors, the next step is to figure out how to sell it. The best approach is to get it professionally graded. Coin grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are highly trusted and can help confirm the authenticity and condition of your coin. Once your coin is graded, you can list it for sale on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stax Bowers. Make sure to do your research to understand the current market value of similar coins before listing yours for sale. This way, you'll have a better idea of what collectors are willing to pay. You can also take your coin to a local coin shop or a coin show to get offers from dealers. However, keep in mind that selling through an auction or online platform might get you a better price, especially if your coin has rare features that could spark a bidding war. There have been several instances where 1965 Lincoln pennies with rare errors have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. For example, a 1965 penny with a clear double-die obverse was sold at an auction for over $40,000. Imagine finding one of these in your old coin jar. But that's not all. Some collectors are willing to pay even more for pennies in perfect mint condition. In fact, the highest recorded sale of a 1965 no Mintmark penny reached an astonishing $1.7 million. This coin was not only in pristine condition but also featured a unique error that made it one of a kind. Segment 6. Tips for coin collectors. If you're interested in collecting coins or simply want to try your luck at finding one of these valuable pennies, here are a few tips. First, always check your pocket change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Many people have discovered rare coins just by paying attention to the loose change they receive. Second, consider investing in a good magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. This will help you spot minute details and errors that could make your penny worth a fortune. Third, if you're serious about coin collecting, educate yourself. Join coin collecting forums, watch videos, read books, and keep up with the latest news in the coin world. The more you know, the better your chances of identifying a valuable coin. So there you have it. The fascinating story of the 1965 no Mintmark Lincoln penny that could be worth as much as $1.7 million. It's incredible to think that a simple penny could hold such immense value. So the next time you come across a 1965 penny, take a closer look. It might just change your life. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coins in American history. We're talking about the 1992 Lincoln penny with the Denver Mintmark. A coin that could be hiding in your pocket change and could be worth up to an astonishing $1.8 million. That's right, one single penny could change your life, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. So make sure to stick around until the end of this video, because you won't want to miss this valuable information. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny has gone through several design changes over the years, but in 1992, something truly special happened. The U.S. Mint released millions of Lincoln pennies, but only a few of them had a significant and valuable difference that collectors are now paying huge amounts for. We're talking about the 1992 penny with a rare variation known as the closed AM design. Now you might be wondering, what makes this penny worth so much money? Well, it all comes down to a tiny but crucial detail in the design. In 1992, the U.S. Mint was preparing to change the reverse design of the Lincoln penny for the upcoming years. On the reverse side of the coin, where it says, America, there's a small space between the letters A and M. Most 1992 pennies have a wide AM, where there's a noticeable gap between these two letters. However, a few pennies that were mistakenly struck with the closed AM design, which was supposed to be used starting in 1993. These rare 1992 pennies with the closed AM design are now incredibly valuable to collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable pennies? First, you'll need to take a close look at the back of your 1992 penny, specifically at the word America. If the A and M in America are almost touching, with only a very narrow space between them, you could have a close AM penny. It's also important to check the mint mark. This rare version only comes from the Denver Mint, so you're looking for a small D below the date on the front of the penny. If your penny has both the close AM design on the back and a D mint mark on the front, you might just have a treasure worth up to $1.8 million. The reason these pennies are so valuable is due to their rarity. Out of the millions of pennies minted in 1992, only a handful have been found with the closed AM design. These coins were essentially a minting error, making them a collector's dream. The rarity of these coins, combined with the demand from collectors looking to complete their sets, has driven the value of the 1992 D-closed AM penny to sky-high prices. In some cases, these pennies have been auctioned off for hundreds of thousands of dollars, with one of the highest known sales reaching a staggering $1.8 million. If you think you've found a 1992 D-closed AM penny, the first thing you should do is get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. Companies like PCGS and NGC specialize in grading coins, and they can confirm whether your penny is the rare closed AM variety. A certified closed AM penny will fetch a much higher price at auction than an uncertified one. Remember, condition also plays a big role in determining the value. A penny in near mint condition, free of scratches and wear, can be worth significantly more than one that's been heavily circulated. Once your penny is authenticated and graded, you have several options for selling it. You can take it to a coin dealer, sell it through an auction house, or even list it online on platforms like eBay. Auctions, especially those held by reputable houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, can be a great way to reach serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. Remember, the coin market can be highly competitive, so it's important to do your research and choose the best-selling option to maximize your profit. If you're interested in coin collecting, or even if you're just looking for a potential treasure hidden in your spare change, it's worth taking the time to check every 1992 penny you come across. Grab a magnifying glass, take a close look at the America on the reverse side, and don't forget to check for that D mint mark. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. And remember, even if you don't find a 1992 D-closed AM penny, there are plenty of other valuable coins out there just waiting to be discovered. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos about valuable coins, rare collectibles, and ways to turn your pocket change into serious cash.